Friday, March 1st, 2024, witnessed the convergence of an array of scholars, notable dignitaries, and the creme de la creme in the society at the Etiosa Lecture Theatre of Fountain University, Osogbo, which was full to the brim to celebrate the one-year anniversary public lecture of the Vice-Chancellor of the Citadel of Learning, Professor Olayinka Ramatokarim, the first female Vice-Chancellor to be appointed in Fountain University, Osogbo. Exactly March 1, February 2023 was the date of their appointment. In marking this epoch event, the one-year public lecture titled Servant Leadership as a Catalyst for National Development, Principles, Problems and Prospects was delivered by Professor Mahfouz A. Adedimeji, the pioneer Vice-Chancellor of Ahmad Pategi University, Pategi, Kwara State. He spoke with our crew on the lecture title in this interview.
Personal and professional growth, that's what servant leaders are able to achieve. Organizational performance and success, ethical leadership and social responsibility.
Servant leadership is applicable, servant leadership is possible, and my thinking is that it was done before at a level, it can also be done now. It only requires courage, the courage of character, the courage of discipline, the courage to just prioritize the needs of Nigerians over and above the needs of those who are in power. That's just what servant leadership is all about. You know, the president is making a lot of efforts in recent times. And then just as I mentioned, we know the fact that if anything will be good, you have to experience some discomfort in the beginning. If you want to sew your cloth, the tailor will have to cut it before it brings pieces together. But servant leadership is a simple model. And just as I said that the Prophet said, Sayyid al-Qawmi khadimuhum. If everybody that is in position of leadership knows that the first responsibility is to serve others, the person will not even be comfortable sleeping at night when people are hungry. So that is just what it is. It's about selflessness. It's about sacrifice. It's about self-control. It's about discipline. It's about empathy. And it is about listening to what people have to say. I want to appeal to our leaders to put the needs of the people first. To put the needs of the people first. It is true that many people are suffering. And they can take some symbolic gestures in that regard. So here we have people sponsoring people to attend university education. Our governors, our political leaders can also take a bold step in that regard by letting people know that they really care. If they are servant leaders, there will be trust. If they are servant leaders, there will be loyalty, because people will know that they really matter. The question that many Nigerians are not able to answer satisfactorily and positively is, do our leaders really care about us? If people have the feeling that leaders really care about them, there is no doubt that they have been able to achieve what servant leadership entails. And it's about self-denial, it's about sacrifice. My message to Nigerians is to accept responsibility. We should avoid playing game like ping pong. And this person is this, this person is this. Do what you can at your own level. Everybody is a leader. The concept of leadership puts leadership at the doorstep of everybody. Before you look up to Abuja and the state capitals, look inward. What is happening in your house? Nigerians were the ones that were looting palliative materials, which means that at our own level, we do not have character. So I think the message is for us to look inward. Let us think of what we can do. Let us consider ourselves as leaders, and let us work out solutions so that we can better our own situation. The solution will always come to us. Allah tells us in the Quran that He will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Nigerians will also change themselves, because we are who our leaders are. We are just going to be complaining. We are who our police officers are. We are who our immigration officers are. We are who the market women are. So we are just, but it is very easy for people to be saying this person is to blame, this person is to blame. Be the best version of yourself. See yourself as a leader. Be a servant leader. Don't always be thinking of your own interest. Be thinking of the interest of the other person. It is not outside your reach to be able to give 2,000 to a hungry neighbor. Do not say you are not an elected person. Be kind, be compassionate, be good, be responsible. and everything will be good for the other person. Servant leadership is about everybody is a leader. The prophet said, every one of you is a leader. Every one of you is a shepherd, and every one of you will be answered, will be questioned about his or her flock. Let us take the responsibility that I'm a leader within my own sphere of influence, and we are going to accept responsibility, and we are going to think out of what we can do to address our situation.
A book titled Impressive Beginning, a chronicle of 37 addresses that have been delivered by Professor Olayinka Ramatokarim and her achievements in the last 1 year as the VC, Fountain University, was also launched as part of their activities marking the 1-year anniversary. The book was reviewed and launched by the chairman of the occasion.
In the last 365 days, you have never allowed us to look back and say, no, should we regret this? No. You have never, in fact, allowed us to regret any moment of your being here. Congratulations. As a matter of fact, whenever we are at the meeting of State Fountain University Development Foundation, I used to refer to our able Vice Chancellor as a performer, wonderful performer, because just as you are going to complete a task, you are setting up another one. That has in fact been a promising spirit to all of us, and you are a leader. Maybe you have not heard this. I call you a slave driver, because before we finish the task, you have set up another one, and we are all proud of you. I pray to Almighty Allah to continue to bless you with the wisdom, the energy, and the ability to inspire other people to achieve greatness for the university. As we say in law, everything has done what ought to be done. I therefore see the opportunity of the audience to launch unveil the publication for the benefit of mankind and the growth of the university. By this time next year, we shall have maybe the second edition of the publication, to the glory of the Almighty Allah. And thank you.
The students weren't left out of the celebration as they presented soul-praising Module No. B to celebrate the noble Prophet Muhammad in appreciating Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercies upon the VC, the progress the institution has been able to record, the management, staff, students, academic achievements, and all stakeholders of Fountain University, including NASFAT, the owner of the institution. In a remark, the Vice Chancellor of Fountain University, Oshogbo, Professor Olayinka Ramatokarim, who couldn't hold back her joy, has this to say.
We attribute the achievement to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy and His grace on me and on the university. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is assisting us, that is supporting us. So we say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I also want to say my vision for the university, my vision, my determination to achieve this vision, and the 5-7 agenda that I also set to achieve this vision. It's also a motivating factor. So I want to attribute the achievement to these two. And I also want to say that the style of leadership that I'm using, an inclusive governance, an open governance, a servant leadership style, that is what I'm operating on. And I believe with this leadership style, it gingers everyone. It makes everyone, it's all stakeholders of Fountain University to be committed to the development of the university. So far so good. All the achievements, I attribute them to the leadership style, and above all to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on me and on the university. So I say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
The event was well attended by distinguished dignitaries from various walks of life. From King Media, we express our hearty congratulations to Professor Olayinka Ramatokarim on these achievements, especially as a female vice-chancellor whose commendable efforts, drive, zeal, and personality have been a source of moral booster for young female Muslims to take up mantle of leadership. From Fountain University, Oshogbo, Muhyiddin Yunus report, presented from our studio.